Today we're going to talk a little bit about the biography and the poetry of Langston Hughes. Now, Langston Hughes is known mostly as a poet, but he's not just a poet. Did you know he also wrote several children's books? He wrote a couple of autobiographies about himself. He's written plays. He's written song lyrics for jazz era greats. And even though Langston did express himself through all these works, he did follow guidelines when writing plays and lyrics for other people. Now, Langston has always had an issue with money, but after writing lyrics for the Broadway musical Street Scene, he was finally able to purchase a house in Harlem. Now, Langston Hughes becomes recognized for his poetry in his later years and was nicknamed the Poet Laureate of the Negro race. Unfortunately, he does not live a full life. With all that he's accomplished, Langston was said to be one of the most original poets of all African American poets. But on May 22nd, 1967, Langston Hughes died after having abdominal surgery. He was loved and missed by all who knew him and who read his work. So a lot of times when we look at Langston Hughes, we have a tendency to kind of look and compare him to the other greats. When we look at, say, a 19th century American poet by the name of Walt Whitman, one of his very heralded famous poems is called I Hear America Singing. Langston Hughes, growing up as a child, would have been reading Walt Whitman's I Hear America Singing, and he has a response to it. So we're going to read Walt Whitman's original poem, and then we're going to see Langston Hughes' response. I Hear America Singing by Walt Whitman. I hear America singing the varied carols I hear, those of mechanics, each one singing his as it should be, blithe and strong. The carpenter singing his as he measures his plank or beam. The mason singing his as he makes ready for work or leaves off work. The boatman singing what belongs to him in his boat. The deckhand singing on the steamboat deck. The shoemaker singing as he sits on his bench. The hatter singing as he stands. The woodcutter's song. The plowboy's on his way in the morning, or at noon intermission, or at sundown. The delicious singing of the mother, or of the young wife at work, or of the girl sewing or washing. Each singing what belongs to him or her and to none else. The day what belongs to the day. At night, the party of young fellows, robust and friendly, singing with open mouths their strong, melodious songs. Walt Whitman was singing their songs. America is singing. There is this joy, there's this happiness as people are working, as people are progressing, as people are creating their American dream. Langston Hughes has an answer where he says, I too sing America. I too sing America. I am the darker brother. They send me to eat in the kitchen when company comes, but I laugh and eat well and grow strong. Tomorrow, I'll be at the table when company comes. Nobody'll dare say to me, eat in the kitchen then. Besides, they'll see how beautiful I am and be ashamed. I, too, am America. We also see him comparing himself to other authors. We have Dream Variations here, and then we're going to have part of his Harlem, A Dream Deferred. Let's check out Dream Variations. To fling my arms wide in some place of the sun, to whirl and to dance till the white day is done, then rest at cool evening beneath a tall tree, while night comes on gently, dark like me. That is my dream. To fling my arms wide in the face of the sun, dance, whirl and whirl till the quick day is done. Rest at pale evening, a tall slim tree, night coming tenderly, black like me. So he has this positive dream variation here where he's actually enjoying who he is. But he also can take a dark side with the idea of a dream. So here we have Harlem, otherwise known as a dream deferred. What happens to a dream deferred? Does it dry up like a raisin in the sun? Or fester like a sore and then run? Does it stink like rotten meat? Or crust and sugar over like a syrupy sweet? Maybe it just sags like a heavy load. Or does it explode? So depending upon a dream or the nightmare that you have, Langston Hughes can cover both. One of his more famous poems here he talks about is the rivers. A lot of times when you look at the Harlem Renaissance poetry, Harlem Renaissance songs with their lyrics, a lot of times you're hearing a lot about movement, how they're crossing rivers, how they're on a journey somewhere. Langston Hughes is no different. He has one. I've known rivers. I've known rivers ancient as the world and older than the flow of human blood and human veins. My soul has grown deep like the rivers. I bathed in the Euphrates when dawns were young. I built my hut near the Congo, and it lulled me to sleep. I looked upon the Nile and raised the pyramids above it. I heard the singing of the Mississippi when Abe Lincoln went down to New Orleans, and I've seen its muddy bosom turn all golden in the sunset. I've known rivers, ancient, dusky rivers. My soul has grown deep like the rivers. Rivers are always moving, always churning, always changing, guys. Same as Langston Hughes. The last one that you might be seeing in anthologies would be Langston Hughes as a theme for English B. The instructor said, "Go home and write a page tonight, and let that page come out of you. Then it will be true." Well, I wonder if it's that simple. I am 22, colored, born in Winston-Salem. I went to school there, then Durham, then here to this college on the hill above Harlem. I'm the only colored student in my class. The steps from the hill lead down into Harlem, through a park, and then I cross St. Nicholas, 8th Avenue, 7th, and I come to the Y, the Harlem branch Y, where I take the elevator up to my room, sit down, and write this page. It's not easy to know what is true for you or me at 22, my age. But I guess I'm what I feel and see and hear. In Harlem, I hear you. Hear you, hear me. We two, you, me, talk on this page. I hear New York too. Me who? Well, I like to eat, sleep, drink, and be in love. I like to work, to read, learn, and understand life. I like a pipe for a Christmas present, or records, Bessie, Bop, or Bach. I guess being colored doesn't make me not like the same things other folks who are like other races. So will my page be colored that I write? Well, being me, it will not be white. But it will be a part of you, instructor. You are white, yet a part of me, as I am a part of you. That's American. Sometimes perhaps you don't want to be a part of me, nor do I often want to be a part of you. But we are, that's true. As I learn from you, I guess you learn from me. Although you're older and white and somewhat more free. This is my page for English B. Thanks so much for stopping by at the channel, guys. If you liked, you please give me a like and a comment. If you have other comments or questions, please don't be afraid to put them in the comments section. And if you are enjoying this, please don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for stopping by, guys.